What's up, fans? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another movie review, and hopefully I can keep it as quick as I can. But then again, I do have a lot of things to say about this film. So today we'll be quickly doing a spoiler-free review of Superman 2025, directed by James Gunn, the first installment of this new DCU coming up right now, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. Alright guys, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Boom! Now, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you share with your friends, and also hit that bell for notifications because, well, it does help the channel a lot. And if you're new here, welcome, sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. And you know what, guys? Let's try to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month or year, because trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so let's hit that mark, folks. Superman is basically not really an origin story, but it's still like a young Superman trying to find himself in the world, what his real purpose is. Goes through a nice character arc here. Well, it counts as, well, basically Lex Luthor and all that stuff, and you know, it's well, trying to go after, of course, Superman. He hates Superman, trying to go after him. Well, at the same time, Superman is caught up between this like a war between Baravia and another country, and trying to bring peace. And Superman, Clark Kent, Kal-El, he's trying to do his best, but also the world is criticizing him when he gets involved with a lot of world events, and just trying to find himself here along with his friends Lois Lane and the Lois Lane, Daily Planet, Perry White, Jimmy Olsen, Cat Grant, and of course the Justice Gang, Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, and the Green Lantern. Basically, this movie has this overstuff a lot of stuff, but it flows so well with that. Basically, the simple story is Superman trying to find his place in this world, and just while being like in a pessimistic world, trying to find themselves, well, just again stopping Lex Luthor, because Lex Luthor, of course, cartoonish plan, but I love it. So that was my plot synopsis of the film. Now let's get on to the review. So I've been so hyped to see this movie. As you guys been following my channel around, even on social media, I've been very excited for this because James Gunn is one of my favorite directors of all time. Then again, that doesn't mean I'm a James Gunn fanboy, because I know there have been, I didn't like everything that he has done. As much as I love his films and filmography, not everything is perfect and all that stuff. But again, I love James Gunn. I love him, and I got excited when he was in charge of the DCU along with Peter Safran. And this guy, especially with the promotions, you can really tell that James Gunn cares about filmmaking. He cares about crafting the story first, and then before spectacle and all that stuff. So with that, but then again, I'm going all over the place, guys, with my build up here. So I was excited, I was hyped, but then again, slowly I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic with this, because I've recently been hyped up with so many movies, and I've pretty much been let down here. So then again, I was still looking forward to this film. It was my #1 most anticipated movie of all time. Well, not all time, this year. Well, what do I think, guys? What is the big burning question here? Although it's not perfect, I fucking love this film. So let me just get onto my negatives here, actually, or more my nitpicks, because seriously, they're just more nitpicks and all that stuff. There are certain characters that I wish they got more screen time, more development here, maybe just pushing the runtime a bit more. Like Perry White, I love Perry White. A couple of like some of the Daily Planet people, we got Cat Grant. Wish they could have got more screen time, because they were like in the posters and all that stuff in the promotion, and they don't get much screen time or not much to do here, especially with Michaela Hoover talking about how, like, oh, her character is a go-getter and all that stuff. She gets what she wants, but you don't really see that much. But then again, I need to rewatch the film here. And also there's a couple things that they kind of bring up, but they sort of like drop a bit, or it's not fully well developed, because even though this film is a bit overstuffed, it still flows well, but I wish they could have like gone on to other things. And it is pretty cool here. And yeah, there's a moment that happens, there's a twist reveal like that happens early in the film. And I kind of wish Superman kind of like challenged that a bit more, rather than like, oh, this happens and then it's kind of dropped, and then like the ending kind of resolves it a bit. But I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but other than that, and also some of the CGI can be a bit wonky, but then again, there's a reason why, and I'll get to my posit here. Why the CGI is very wonky in some many areas is that this is basically an amazing 2-hour and 9-minute Saturday morning cartoon. Not just like a comic book film. It is the most comic book movie film of all time as far as I've seen, but this is a classic Saturday morning's cartoon of Superman and Friends, just even, I would say, the Max Fleischer Superman, and of course, my favorite adaptation of Superman, the animated series, like when he was working with Kevin Conroy's Batman and the Justice League. This is basically that, a feature-length episode of that. And you know what? It can go either way. I know that some people don't like that, and I know there's gonna divide audiences with that, but I personally love that. I'm glad that James Gunn with this approach, because oh my god, then again, I love the CGI that's wonky here, because it goes with the style, especially with just the action scenes. I'm talking about going the action scenes. I'll get to the cast after this, but I don't want to talk about the action scenes right now. The action scenes are amazing. The camera angles, the cinematography is so fucking beautiful. At first I was like, I don't know, 1.90 to 185 by 1, James? I don't know, won't you want to traditionally sit it and do it in CinemaScope and maybe expand it with some big wider shots with the IMAX scenes? No, this makes sense why James Gunn with this approach. That makes a whole lot of sense here. And my god, the action scenes are amazing, guys. The camera angles, the way Superman is flying and just following him around like it's Top Gun Maverick, it is just beautiful. The scene when he fights the kaiju, the climax scenes, and just the opening scene. The opening scene, without spoiling much, you have an opening scene fighting the Hammer of Rabia, and that's an epic scene right away. That is amazing, guys. I love the action scenes and the cinematography, lumping that right in together. Mwah, beautiful. And I actually didn't mind the color grade. The score, I actually quite like the score. It's not the best, I would say not the best superhero score in my opinion, but I love the score, and I would love to get the Mondo limited edition vinyl collection. I would love to get that. I do love the score, and of course, I'm glad that they incorporated the Superman theme, even though yes, it is John Williams' theme. It was made for Christopher Reeve in a way, but let's be honest here, guys, that's Superman's theme. Everybody who associates with Superman, that's his theme. That they bring that up. But then again, it's not just that. They're also doing their own thing with the score, with the theme song, with his own score. And I love the score, really. Especially, I love the Justice Gang score. I love it so much. The pacing, at first, I was like, whoa, because I understand. Yeah, you've been hearing a lot of things is that the pacing, like, it kicks you in. It gives you this nice prologue, but it brings you right in. At first, I was like, I don't know, because this is going crazy, even with the Hammer of Baravia scene. But then again, later, as I was understanding a bit more what's going on, no, I love it. I love that the pacing goes by quick, it's simple, straightforward, and I love that a lot. And of course, the messaging is great. It's classic Superman, and I love this so much. And what else, guys? What else before I get to the characters here? And also, yeah, you know what? This is a hot take, guys. I've been hearing a lot of people saying that there's a lot of humor in this film. Well, there is a lot. I think that this is James Gunn's least humorous film, in my opinion. I don't think this movie is that jokey as people make it out to be. There are a lot of heartfelt moments here with the characters and the pacing, and I was actually taking this movie very serious in many areas. When something's supposed to be funny, no, I took it serious, and I loved that a lot. There are some jokes here and there that I laughed, some cameos that I laughed my ass off. But man, all I gotta say is this is funny, this is emotional, but great at the same time. With Superman and Lois talking, you see it in the trailer. There's a scene with that giant purple thing in the background. What's happening with that thing, it is so funny. It is in my opinion, it's the funniest joke in the movie. While we have this nice heart-to-heart moment with Lois and Clark. And now we can get to the characters here. David Cornsweet is Superman. Not much I can say, because everybody's just talked to death on how I feel about this film. Really, I agree. This is Superman. He is charismatic. He is a dork. Even while being Superman, he's a dork, and I love it. You can relate. He's human, very more human than Kryptonian. And I love that so much. You relate to this guy. I love David Cornsweet so much. He's got charisma, but he's also like, you know, just has a lot of obstacles going, because I gotta say, this has got to be the most vulnerable Superman ever, in my opinion, because we're all used to seeing him a bit more stoic, you know, even with charisma and personality. He's very kind of invincible. Here, he's like, he gets his ass beat a lot, and I like that for that. He's not invincible as he was before, and I like this new take with Superman. I like that he's more of a bro guy. He's a sweetheart. I want to hug this Superman. Like, you want to hug this man. Because he is so sweet. He's doing the best he can, and he's going through this arc where everybody's judging him for his actions and all that stuff, and just finding his own place in this world, and I love that so much. Lois, Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, amazing. That's how you cast, baby. And the chemistry with her and Clark, right off the first 30 minutes, you are sold. And everybody else in the Daily Planet, especially Jimmy Olsen, he got more screen time than I thought, but I love Jimmy Olsen so much. The Justice Gang, Mr. Terrific, he steals the show. When Superman's on the screen, Mr. Terrific carries his film along with him, and his chemistry with everybody is great. Freaking Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, the asshole Green Lantern. He is funny, and he is not cringe funny. No, that dude is funny. That dude is just great. Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl. She is great. I mean, I gotta say, she doesn't get a lot of screen time. That's also another nitpick of mine. She doesn't get a lot of screen time compared to everybody else, but when she is there, she is there. I love that when there's like minor characters on here, I don't think they're really wasted. They play a big role in the film, and I love that so much. And Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Boy, let me tell you guys something. This has got to be the most sinister Lex Luthor we've seen on screen. He is crazy, and I gotta say this. He is funny in many areas. I'm not gonna spoil much, but there's a donut scene. And he is just funny. He's just like, yeah, it's good, right? It's good, good. I'm like, oh my God. He can make me laugh, but he is an asshole. An asshole. Oh my God. This guy, even though he's cartoonishly bad, he is still a asshole. And you want Superman to beat his ass, but then again, you're like, I mean, but I mean, he'll probably kill him. And Eve Taskmacher, I've known Eve Taskmacher from the Richard Donner Superman, and mostly known from, you know, from Lex yelling at her, Miss Taskmacher! Not that, but Eve Taskmacher has the time to shine in this film a lot more, and she is hilarious. She makes me laugh. And Crypto, I love Crypto. Not much I can say because everybody talked to death about Crypto. He's cute, loyal, and I love him so much. Crypto, man, if you're a dog lover like I am, I love dogs, cats, I love animals. If you're an animal lover, you're gonna love Crypto. You're gonna love this movie. This movie might give you more points for that. Also, before I wrap up this review, my other nitpick is that I wish, this is just me, if I were to open up this film right after the opening scene, I would have like done like a homage, like an opening credit scenes like the Richard Donner Superman. I don't know, I think that just works. It'll build up even more hype, but then again, that's just me. And also, you would have played the theme song at full. But I still love then again, that's just me, but I still love the opening. It just gets straight to the point. That's it. And yeah, guys, this film it's fun, it's charismatic, it has great action, and it's got great characters. It's what you want in not a comic book film, not a Saturday morning cartoon homage film, but in a film in general. You know, good escapism fun with a great message and just an ease, because I think this movie, I gotta say this before I get to, I hope I don't go off tangent here, but I gotta say this. In dark times we live in the world right now, I gotta say, this is a movie that we need. Without tearing up, this is a movie that we really do need in our lives, because this movie it's great escapism, but it also like reflects on reality, and I would say it brings people together. But that's just me. I really think this movie is very important. We come in a time where we're in dark times, and I'm just glad that this film exists for us to like escape a bit, but also look at a close mirror in reality like that, and just have fun, feel good, you know? Wow. I've been seeing a lot of people leaving the theater. Even my theater was sold out. Everybody was feeling great and hopeful, just of anything. And yeah, yes, that's not much I can say there. So with that, I would give Superman 2025, despite my issues with it, I will still give this a perfect 5 out of 5 stars. This is like, I'm gonna do this. This is the first time ever I'm gonna put 2 movies equally together as my #1 favorite films of the year. Sinners and Superman. They, in my opinion, are neck and neck, because originally Sinners was my favorite film of the year, but now Superman is up there. Instead of like, which is better? You know what? I'd say equally. Equally, they're amazing. They're masterpieces, and what a year. What a year we're living in, guys. So that was my review for Superman. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys so much for watching my video. So let me know down in the comment section down below what you guys think of Superman. I would love to know. Please let me know down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your opinions on it. So this is Javi from Highway Productions signing off, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And that's a wrap.